Morgen. Hey guys. Well, I've been a little MIA. Partly because life's been crazy and it's really hard to find time to make the longer videos. So we're gonna try something different and hopefully you like it. I'm gonna take short clips throughout the day and compile them and upload them hopefully once a week. And I can show you progress as it happens, which I think is fun. So, since this idea occurred to me after chores, there will not be morning chores today because they're done, or at least the feeding part is done. But they get fed again later, so we'll catch that tonight, hopefully. Also, you will have noticed that I said Guten Morgen, not good morning. My family comes from Germany, and I haven't spoken it since I was very young. And we have a new baby, not my baby, but my grandbaby. And yes, I'm old enough to have a grandbaby. So anyway, I would very much like her to have the opportunity to grow up speaking two languages. I think it makes it easier to understand language in general and to travel if she wishes to. And to learn other languages when you already speak two, picking up others is quite simple. But I've forgotten a lot because I haven't spoken it in many, many years. And so I'm practicing, and you'll get to experience some of that with captions. I will try to put captions in so no one's confused and I won't go crazy with it. But it's good practice for me, so I'm gonna try to do that. Anyway, so there's that. So right now I'm making another cup of coffee with my, don't mind the dirty dishes we just cooked. I haven't cleaned up yet, so no judgments, people, no judgments. But anyway, we're making coffee with the Keurig because we already drank a pot between my husband and I. So I need another cup. Oh, ich trage, I'm wearing my Guthrie, right? Okay. Check it out. First time, not blocked, whatever. I live on a farm. Who cares? The cows don't care that I didn't block my nits, I promise. Or at least they can't tell me they do. So I love it. I love it. I love it. It's very warm. Worsted weight. Can't remember if that's what the pattern calls for. I want to say it's actually DK on the pattern, but that's not what I had. So that's not what I used. I really like it. I mean, it definitely needs a blocking for, I think, comfort's sake right here, but I don't care. So I'm wearing it because it's cold, and but it's beautiful. It is sunny and cold. Perfect weather. If there's no snow and it's going to be cold, it should be sunny. So it's gorgeous. It's been raining a lot lately, and we're sort of in like swamp phase right now. So it's been a lot of sweatshirts and muck boots, but I love it. I love it so much. So today's plans are grocery shopping, probably my least favorite chore. And so we're going to try to get that done and back quickly because we don't like to spend a lot of time in town. Oops, sorry. And what else? I don't know. I made some pear pie. I could pull that out. Okay, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to pull out the pear pie. You have to see this. It's delicious. And the pears are from our own trees. So hold on one second. Pear pie, half gone, which is a good sign. If my husband consumes it quickly, that's usually my cue to make more, or at least save the recipe for another time. So these are pears from our own tree. And it's, you know, it's a lot like a pineapple upside down cake, right? But I just used pears. And the recipe is really simple. I found it off of Pinterest. And if I can, I will try to put a link in the description if anybody else wants to find it. But it's super delicious and it was way easy. So highly recommend that. Right? We're in chaos. Look at this. Ha! Bit of honeys. I'm a sucker. We had to pull out all the syrup because our chimney runs through the pantry, and these are glass and they're getting a little too hot for me to feel comfortable with, so I pulled them out and I've got to figure out another place to put them because that's not going to work. But yeah, so we're in chaos right now because I'm reorganizing and unpacking boxes. And I don't know where to put stuff. And I don't want to put the baking stuff away yet because it's baking season. So, yep, that's where we're at. And then we still have so many more pears. We just went out and we pick them, bring them in. And so I'll have to figure, maybe I'll make some pear streusel. I don't know. We'll see. But, oh, guys, you guys, it's so good. And the way that it cooks, it's lots of brown sugar. This is not healthy. This is not healthy, but it's delicious. The brown sugar caramelizes around the edges and creates a crust of, like, caramely goodness. Whoa, there we go. We focused. So, yum. That was that. All right. So, that's it. I'll check in later. I'm back. Okay, so it's still the same day, and it's really not that much later. I think it's like maybe 30 minutes since I talked to you a minute ago. So Rowdy, that's my husband, called, and he's helping another farmer do something. I don't know what. Anyway, so that leaves time for me to work on some bottom paperwork, which I believe is farm paperwork, if my memory serves me correct. So that's what I'm doing. This is so not the fun part of farming, people. Not the fun part at all. So I have paperwork and folders. We keep track of how much hay we get, where our cows are at, weights, which we didn't do currently, so that's up to date. All the receipts for the year, which I'm sure there's a better way to organize this. Somebody's probably way smarter than me about this, but I just have a folder that I keep all the stuff in because then I can just grab it. And I have manila envelopes that for each month of the year, and that's where I keep all of our receipts. So my husband, oh, that was loud, sorry. If you're wearing headphones, I apologize. So I just have like a little box that my husband throws all the receipts in when he gets back to the house. And I go through usually once a week. Sometimes it's a little bit longer than that, but it doesn't really matter till the end of the year anyways, so I can do it whenever. And I just separate it into the months, or just shove it all into the month. And, you know, if it really only becomes hinky when like the weeks that cross over into the next month. So that way, when we give this to the tax person, they're all in order. And I only put in the receipts that are actually something that we could like write off at the end of the year. I don't put in like grocery receipts or anything like that. This is only farm stuff. And then I fill out our hay tracker, which we're done now. I just have to update from the last time that we hayed. But hay season is over, so I don't have to worry about that after this until next summer. And so that's where I'm at. I'm working on farm paperwork. Yay. But I'll be knitting later. So I think I'm going to work on my socks that have been languishing. I haven't worked on these, I think, since the last time I showed you guys, which is terrible. I've been kind of consumed by other projects. So I have one finished sock, and this one is, where am I at on this one? Looks like it should have a heel. I think I'm right at where I'm going to put my heel in. I think that's where I stopped. I'll have to remeasure that, but I think I stopped right where I was going to put the heel in. If memory serves, I think I did that so that I would remember, like, okay, I'm putting my heel in here. I'll stop here and know that I have to do that when I start back up. Of course, that was like a month ago, so I'll remeasure to make sure. So I think I'll work on these today for a little bit. And I finished, I showed you already, but I finished a dress for Ebony, which is my granddaughter. And I don't know, I want to knit more baby things. So I'm kind of thinking that I love, there's a sweater pattern somewhere, and it's just a simple sweater, and it has like a little bear face on it. Not a full face, but like eyes, nose, and mouth, right? So it just kind of alludes to the bear, which I think is adorable. And she's, you know, she's 2.5 months old, so she's not very big. So there's really not enough room to do like an entire bear head on this sweater, right? So I think I'm going to possibly start a flax sweater by Tin Can Knits, and then just embroider the bear face on that sweater. I think that's something I might start doing soon. Maybe today I'll cast on. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? I don't make plans. And I have cleaning to do. I have laundry, you know, life stuff, right? I've got to clean the kitchen. Yep, I still haven't touched the dishes. I got sidetracked. I'm terrible. I'll go do them. That's why we have a dishwasher. All I have to do is put them in there. Good heavens. Anyway, and I just have some general housekeeping to do. Whatever. If I rush through it, I can knit, right? That's my motivation. Just get it done so I can knit. Okay, well, that's enough rambling. I'm gonna go do paperwork, and I will check in later. Tschüss. It's a rainy day. It's really yucky. But my husband said he made a fire in the shop. His first one down there. So the pups and I, and my muck boots, and my cow cup are gonna go enjoy the fire. Look at that.
Showers. Look for low temperatures in the 30s inland. 40s though as you get closer to the shorelines of the Great Lakes.
First fire in the shop. Okay, yeah.
Temperatures will be
It's a little chilly out today. I've got my wool coat on. I love this coat. $5 at like this little market that we went to. I love it. Anyway, I have to go to work, and my husband's off doing some heavy equipment operating this morning or whatever. So farm chores had to happen, kind of split between us. So he went out and did grain this morning. Gives him like an hour or so to kind of process that and eat it. And then I went out and did hay. And I'm heading to work. So, so it's kind of mucky. I think I mentioned yesterday that it's like we're in swamp mode, right? So I had to put on my muck boots. Let's see if I can show you. Can you okay. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Muck boots on, which they're very cute, by the way. But I had to put them on to go do chores. So now it's time to take my farm. Yes, I had no socks on. Deal with it. Deal with it, people. Oh, take those off and put on my flats for work. This is how we roll on the farm. So, and I do have knitting with me. You see my knitting bag poking out of my purse? Yep, next to my farm gloves. So I got knitting. I doubt I'll have time. I very rarely ever do. And lunch kind of doesn't exist these days because we're so busy. But I brought it just in case. So, all right. I've got to go to work. I'll talk to you later. Hey. Well, I guess I should move you back some, huh? It is Monday evening. I got off of work a little bit ago and did a few chores. The dogs are rustling in the living room. Don't mind the noise. Anyway, I had mentioned that I was gonna cast on a flax for Ebony, and I did. Look how tiny it is. It's got quite a bit of stretch, so I think there won't be any issues going over the baby head, but it's coming along. I'm just now starting to see the ribbing on the arms, or it's really garter, but it's coming. So it's a pretty nice simple knit, so I'm enjoying that. So I just sat down and thought I would check in and start working on this. And I'm thinking I might need to put some Hocus Pocus on for some Halloween-y October movie watching while I work on this. And I may or may not pick up my sock. I did put it on, not stitches, but put it on needles. So it's ready and the heel is in. So, we'll see. And then later we're gonna feed the cows. So I will take you along when we do that. Okay, check in shortly. All right, so it's evening again. It's maybe an hour later, and it's almost time to feed. I'm gonna do some water, and I thought I'd introduce you to some of the babies. So this is sort of a pen for the little ones that aren't quite big enough to go in with the rest of the herd, because, you know, we like to make sure they're able to handle getting pushed around. So this here is 08. He just has a tag name. He's very sweet, aren't you? Yes, you are. And who do we have here? This is Dopey. This is Dopey. Hi, Dopey. Hi, Dopey. They know it's about time to eat. Yes, he's Dopey because he's got ears that lay down. And this here is our only female. So her name is Little Girl, and she is the sweetest. She's the one I like to snuggle with. Yes, she's a sweet girl. And then here, who's next? Goofball. All right, let's see who we can get a good look at. Hi, sweet baby. This is Hearthead. He's very sleek compared to the rest of the fuzzballs. He's sort of a gentleman. He likes attention, but he's kind of cautious about it sometimes. Hi, Bucky. And Dopey's come for some more. This guy here, who's a chow hound, this is Bucky. He looks a lot like Dopey, but he's fuzzier. This is Bug, because when he was little, he had bug eyes. Yes, yes. He's got speckles on his nose. Yes. You're a silly boy. And this is Chunk. And he's a bull that we're keeping. He's all black. He's kind of hard to see right now. Hey, Chunk. Can you say hi? Is the sun going to be an issue for us? Chunk, Chunk. Chunk, Chunk. Yes, hi. Say hi, Chunk. Chunka, chunka, burning love. Hi, Chunk. There he is. Look at that face. Look at that face. Yes. All right. So they're all pretty interested in the trough because it's dinner time. So we're going to do some water and some chow and then some knitting. In that order. Because Mama's got to do her chores if she wants to play. Right, guys? Right. Filling up water jugs because we don't like to drink we don't like to drink the water in the house. It's good for other things, but this well tastes better.
But we still drink out of a hose.
We still drink, that's right. This is how we do it. Woo. Grab some lids.
Did you pee yourself?
No.
Did you pee yourself?
Oh, it's terrible. There sure is something about a pile of hay in the barn that makes my heart so happy. Got all these square bales. And probably can't see it because the light. Hey, there we go. All them round bales. So happy. We're gonna go feed some hay to the little guys. There's Rowdy. We brought a round bale feeder back. So we're gonna go put that in the bigger cow pen. Got my boots on, ready to walk in some cow poop. Yay! post hole pounder thingy. That's an official term. Look at that thing. Well, I'm back in the milk house, or barn, whatever, because Rowdy forgot. I guess we need more clips. These things are awesome, by the way. I think he did a video about these one time, but anyway, they're very cool. If anybody's interested in trying them, we love them. Alright, 2 clips, check, back to work. Look at that! It's a gate! Make sure we don't catch any cows.
Here we go. Get at it.
Okay, I'll obviously be bleeping that out if I can. Oh, jeez. So, time to check in with some knitting. I know it's been a lot of farm stuff, just because when the weather's nice, you take advantage, right? So, but I wanted to show you some things I've been working on. All right, so I'm sure you guys, if you've watched before, have seen the Guthries. Extremely slow progress. But the body is done. This counts as done because I'm not worried about this yet. So I'm super tempted to make it a cap sleeve sweater, but I don't think that's legit, you know, that's not legit, right? So I have sleeves to add, but I'm very happy with it. It's sort of a creamy gray and a heathery blue is what I would say. Okay, happy, happy, happy. And I'm casting off the last, what, maybe 20 stitches on the body. I got so tired last night I couldn't even finish that, so I'll finish it tonight. Look at the little baby sweater. Oh, it is so cute. So I'll do the sleeves, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do for the little face that I want to put on it. But that's a lot of progress. Although, I mean, it's not really. It's tiny. But I can't wait to see her in it. So there's that. And I have one more. My weekender. This is for my sister. It's kind of in an odd spot because I ran out of yarn. I had to go get some more, which I did. So I've got the front done. So I have a split. Where can you see it? There's a split hem. There's the front, inside out, right? Inside out front. And then this like neck area, and it's quite oversized and extremely long because I wanted to make something she could wear with leggings and boots in the winter. So I'm just working on finishing up the back. I'm really not that, I'm that far from being done with the back, and then I'll just put them together and do the sleeves. So lots of progress lately. I feel like I've done good at making things happen because I have some other projects I want to do so bad, but I'm not talking about them yet. I have to finish one project, and the baby one does not count unless I cast on another baby one. But I have to finish one grown adult sweater before I can talk about another sweater. So that's it. All right. I'm going to get some knitting done, and I will talk to you later. What are you doing? What are you doing? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.